Okay, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to break down 5 powerful, high-income skills you can learn without a traditional, and let's be honest, super expensive 4-year degree. If you've ever felt like the old path to success just isn't cutting it anymore, then you are in the right place.
And this right here is exactly why we're having this conversation. I mean, this statistic is just staggering. Over half of all young people feel like they're just treading water financially. That is a huge problem, and it's a major signal that maybe the old advice isn't the whole story anymore. So what's the alternative?
So that brings up a really important question. For generations, right, we've been told that a college degree is the golden ticket. But with student debt piling up and the job market changing at lightning speed, you gotta ask, is it still the only way? Well, the source for this explainer argues that no, absolutely not.
So what is this other way? The answer is all about developing what are called high-income skills. Now, these are specific, really in-demand abilities that businesses are desperate for and, more importantly, are willing to pay top dollar for. The key here is you don't have to go invent a business from scratch. You just have to get so good at one skill that clients can't afford to say no.
All right, let's get into our first section and see how this actually works. We're starting with skills that are perfectly designed for this massive explosion in the creator economy. Seriously, this is where some of the biggest opportunities are hiding in plain sight right now. First up, we've got short-form editing. Just think about your own feed on TikTok or Instagram. It's packed with these quick, snappy, attention-grabbing videos. Every influencer and business owner out there knows these little videos are the key to getting seen, but they almost never have the time to actually make them. And that's where you, as a skilled editor, can come in.
And here's the really clever part, right? This breaks down the whole strategy. It's not just about getting a bunch of views. This short-form content acts like a giant funnel. A clip goes viral on TikTok, someone gets curious, they search the creator's name, and boom, they land on the main platform like YouTube, where the actual products and services are sold. As the editor, you're basically the engine driving that whole machine.
And that value translates directly into cash. For getting really good at creating these viral funnels, our source says a solid short-form editor can realistically earn between $3,000 and $5,000 a month. That's a real, tangible income from a skill you can learn way faster than a 4-year degree.
All right, skill number 2, social media copywriting. Look, creators are idea machines, but they are constantly running out of time to actually write everything down. A good copywriter gives them incredible leverage. You can take their raw thoughts, maybe just a quick voice note they recorded, and you can spin that into gold. We're talking polished posts, killer emails, even entire video scripts that sound exactly like them.
And just look at the money here. I mean, the potential is huge. When you're starting out, you're already in a solid range, maybe $1,500 to $3,000 a month. But as you get better, as you prove you can get results and really nail a client's voice, that number can just skyrocket. We're talking $5,000 or even $10,000 a month or more. Your skill level directly impacts your paycheck.
Okay, let's switch gears a little. The next skill we're going to talk about is, well, it's different. It's not about creating content or making a sale. It's the foundation that every other skill is built on. Our source actually calls it the single most underrated skill of all.
It's called high performance. And no, this isn't about motivational fluff or hustle culture or taking ice baths. It's about one simple yet incredibly difficult thing to master in our modern world: the ability to actually, truly focus.
Seriously, think about that for a second. When was the last time you sat down and did deep work for 2 or 3 hours straight? No phone buzzing, no email pop-ups, no let me just quickly check social media. Just pure, uninterrupted focus. For most of us, the answer is probably rarely, if ever. Our brains have literally been rewired for distraction.
And here's the kicker. That number on the screen? 40%. According to the research, all these distractions we deal with every day can slash our productivity output by up to 40%. Imagine that. In a 10-hour workday, that's 4 hours, just poof, gone, wasted. Mastering high performance means you get that time back, and you can literally get twice as much done as the person next to you.
Okay, on to our next section, and I love this analogy. The online education space, people selling courses and coaching, is like a modern-day gold rush. Everybody is trying to strike it rich by building a following and selling what they know.
And this quote right here just nails it. While all the gurus are out there digging for gold, selling their courses, a massive fortune is being made by the people who sell them the tools they need. The next 2 skills, well, they're the shovels in this digital gold rush. So this table lays out 2 of those key shovel-selling roles. Let's start on the left with the remote setter. Your job is basically to live in a creator's DMs, chat with potential customers, and get them booked onto a sales call. And for that, you can make a great living, $3,000 to $5,000 a month. But then, look to the right. The remote closer. This is the person who takes that call and actually sells the high-ticket product. It takes more skill for sure, but look at the income difference. A good closer can pull in $15,000 to $20,000 a month. It's insane.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground, from editing and writing to focus and sales. But all of this is pretty much useless if you miss this last, absolutely crucial takeaway from our source.
You're probably feeling it right now, right? The temptation to try and do everything at once. Ooh, editing sounds cool, but so does closing. That is a recipe for disaster. The real key is to FOCUS. Follow one course until successful. Pick one of these skills, the one that really gets you excited, and go all in. Master it. Don't let yourself get distracted by the next shiny object.
So that's it. We've laid out 5 very real, very tangible paths to a high income, and none of them require a traditional degree. It all just comes down to this one last question for you. In a world that's constantly pulling you in a million different directions, what will you choose to focus on?